Scoot.
Or is everybody? Scoot.
It's like a dying motor.
Okay. I was going for the grudge sounding.
Oh.
Yeah, it's making me scared. Nah, don't do it. Okay, I start something.
Mine's so like I can't hear it. I can't hear what I'm doing.
Have to save Julian because he doesn't seem like he wants to be Dr. Alchemy. And his motives, all of that stuff makes sense now as to why he's jealous of metas and stuff, is because he has this power, but it's not like a meta. You know, he has a Philosopher's Stone, which probably that's how the power is derived into the stone. It's from Savitar.
Oh, okay.
And what Savitar said to him at the end there, he said, "Help me make my return."
Yeah.
So maybe he's looking for a host body.
Yeah. Maybe that's what
better
Wally was.
Yes. Maybe he was
and he got let out too early, so that's why he needs Alchemy's help so that he could capture Wally again.
Yes. Hey guys, what's going on? It's DJ Rodin Bros, Jeremy and Bears.
Yeah.
What's good?
Bring you another weekly recap of this week's The Flash. Tonight's episode is called Killer Frost. Roll the clip.
Alchemy gets away while Joe tries to save Barry from Savitar, but he cannot see him. Savitar begins to savagely beat Barry across the city, so HR proposes that Caitlin and Cisco use their powers to save him. Cisco opens up a breach, bringing them to the waterfront, and Caitlin freezes Savitar, saving Barry. Back at Star Labs, Barry thanks them, and Caitlin begins to show signs of her Killer Frost side. They then check on Wally, who is still trapped in a black and red cocoon. Caitlin tells them that he is in a coma-like state, and that he may be evolving. Joe leaves disappointed in the fact that he cannot do anything to help his son. He goes to the CCPD and interrogates one of Alchemy's acolytes. Caitlin shows up and tells him that Wally is out of the cocoon. She has him go ahead, but she stays behind to ask the acolyte where Alchemy is. Julian bumps into her, so she is forced to abduct him. When Joe arrives back at Star Labs, the team realizes that Caitlin lied about Wally's condition. Barry rushes to the CCPD to get to her, but it is too late. Caitlin takes Julian to a frozen food warehouse and forces him to help her find Dr. Alchemy. The team tries to figure out why she took Julian and where she is. Cisco finds her, and Barry stops her from killing Julian. She tells Barry that the reason she is trying to find Alchemy is so that he can get rid of her powers. Barry promises that they will all do their best to help her, but she angrily blames him for everything. He saves her from being killed by the CCPD, but she stabs him with an icicle before telling him to stay out of the way. While Barry tries to recover, Cisco lashes out at him for creating Flashpoint and ruining their lives. Cisco, Joe, and HR get the locations of the other acolytes, so they head out to see if Caitlin will show up at one of them, while Iris stays with Barry. Caitlin shows up at the location Cisco is at and threatens to kill the acolyte and his family if he does not help her find Alchemy. The acolyte reveals that Alchemy is just like the rest of them, and they all serve Savitar. Cisco confronts Caitlin and tries to reason with her. While she is attacking him, Barry arrives and tries to subdue her. She kisses him and nearly kills Barry when Cisco uses his concussive blast to knock her unconscious. He tells Barry to vibrate to reverse the effects of the frozen kiss. They bring her back to Star Labs and lock her in the pipeline. Barry promises that they will all do their best to help her, but Caitlin continues to blame him for everything. After a motivating talk from Iris, they head to the Cortex where they find Joe and HR trying to break Wally out of the cocoon. They find Wally having transformed into a speedster. Barry realizes that Wally isn't all there, but before he can talk to him, Wally runs off. He talks to Caitlin as she's the only one with the knowledge to help and releases her from the pipeline. He tells her that she is free to go as long as she kill him. She's unable to go through with it and turns back to normal. She gives Barry a serum to help stabilize Wally when they find him at his old house. With everything back to normal, an ecstatic Wally trains to hone his powers with the team. Barry talks to Cisco, and the latter remains unsure of where their friendship stands. Barry then talks to Julian and tries to convince him not to say anything about Caitlin. He agrees to do so as long as Barry quits his job, as he believes that his moral compass has been compromised. Though he is visibly disappointed, Barry agrees and Julian keeps his word when being questioned by Detective Patterson. Iris and Joe hear about Barry quitting, and Joe realizes the reason. Barry tells him that he would sacrifice everything to protect everyone he loves and promises that he'll be okay. Back at the hospital, Julian's contacted by Savitar, who he tries to run from. Savitar finds him and tells him to serve him once again. Julian goes to the CCPD and is revealed that he is Dr. Alchemy when he obtains a suit which he had hidden. What will Barry do now that he doesn't have a job? Did they all just save Caitlin from really turning into Killer Frost? Will she be another hero? Will Cisco ever forgive Barry? What will happen now that Wally has his powers? Will Harry and Jesse ever come back? Or is HR here to stay? How is Joe gonna feel now that he has two speedsters to deal with as sons? Will Jake Garrick ever come back soon? How will Barry and the team stop Savitar? How excited are you for the crossover between Supergirl, Flash, Arrow, and Legends? How about that Dr. Alchemy reveal? Find out on the next episode of The Flash.
Alright, one sentence.
Everything's all cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Follow the leader. To me?
Nice. Tron. I don't know if you're gonna get that, but I just see Tron at the beginning there. So, it picks up pretty much where the last episode left off. And
Yeah.
Immediately, though.
Yes.
Alchemy obviously gets away. Savitar is an unseen force, and only Barry can see him because of his connection to the Speed Force. And Joe just couldn't, like, he wanted to help his son, but he couldn't. So Barry gets pummeled in the same fashion that he did when Zoom came to town. But this time it was him against a Megatron-sized dude.
Yeah.
And, I mean, he was actually taking the hits. He wasn't actually, like, he kept getting back up, but he was getting overpowered. There's no way he would have won that fight. It was just a losing one.
Now you get his ass kicked.
What does HR, out of all people, propose that the team do?
Send the team.
Yes. So Cisco opens up a breach. Caitlin freezes Savitar and saves Barry. And they all got to actually see what he looked like for like a second before he got away. This is where we see everything sort of break here, because Caitlyn pretty much did what her mom said not to do, which was use her powers, and she had no choice to do it because she needed to save Barry. And what happens?
She goes rogue.
Yes, she becomes
Pure Frosh.
Yes. During this whole time, they are trying to figure out what the hell's going on with Wally, because he's in this cocoon. Caitlyn says that he's in some sort of butterfly mode.
Yes.
He's not conscious. He's comatose, basically. And they have no idea what's going to happen. They're basically going to have to wait. And Joe doesn't want to wait, so what does he do? He goes to CCPD, talks to one of the acolytes, and almost immediately when he walked in there, Caitlyn showed up, and she's like, oh, he's out of the cocoon, go. But what really happened?
She wanted answers.
Not actually out of the cocoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, and how did she get the answers?
She used her powers.
And she throws the crap out of that dude.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, she was just about to get away, but what?
Hey, excuse me.
Draco Malfoy.
He's
comes
still
out of him.
polite after something like that happening.
Yeah, but then when he looked at the door, he's like, oh, you're one of them.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, you gotta come with me now. Here is where we break up, I guess, all the interactions between the teams. So Caitlyn and Julian, she's trying to use him to find out more about alchemy. For some reason, she had to take him, so might as well utilize him in some way.
Yeah.
When the team find her, it just kind of all down here. All down here?
All down here from Hill.
Yeah, it just goes downhill.
Yeah.
And she pretty much goes full Killer Frost and says, you're the reason for all of this, Barry, because you just meddle with everyone. And he needed that. He needed to hear that from somebody. Like, I know he's apologized for doing this and that, but to finally hear someone other than Jay Garrick calling him out, like, in a rough way, it was like, okay, he finally hears it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then Cisco gives him the attitude because it brings up memories. And it's pretty much like a broken Team Flash, I guess. Barry's trying to put everything back together. Caitlyn's out there looking for acolytes. Then we get the Killer Frost versus Vibe. It's pretty cool. And of course, Barry rushes in. They are able to stop her, even though he almost killed her, or she almost killed him with the kiss of death. Cisco ended up having to mess his friend up, and they lock her in the pipeline.
Yeah.
Then what happens?
HR and Joe are just like, yo, let's get this great idea. Let's cut Wally out, then go for Taco Bell.
I mean, you can't really blame Joe for trying. He just, if I saw my son or my brother, anybody in a cocoon like that, I would have already tried to break him out of it, even though not knowing what would have happened if I did. You just don't think of the consequences, I guess. It works. It blows up, and Wally is in a state of, like, he was phasing, I guess, or he was vibrating.
Yeah, vibrating.
But he was out of phase.
His mind and body were not synced.
There we go. Before Barry can, like, talk to him and see what's going on, he runs off. So he figures that the only thing for him to do is to let Caitlyn out, because she's the only one that would understand what happened to Wally. He talks to her, lets her go. She's still full Killer Frost, and he's like, okay, fine, you're free to go, but all you have to do is kill me. We all knew that she wouldn't. I mean, that's the difference between her and the other Killer Frost, is that she actually had the team in this instance. That's the difference. So he's able to snap her out of it, and they save Wally, and he's a speedster now. But Barry ended up having to make even more sacrifices towards the end there, because his friendship is on the rocks with Cisco, and he no longer has a job because why?
He made a deal with Julian. Yeah.
For what?
To not rat out Caitlyn.
He's a bugger, man. He's a party pooper. At least he keeps on his promise, because he didn't rat on him to the, what's his name? Detective Peterson.
Yeah. Patterson.
You know, he's just... Oh, Patterson. Peterson. And he basically tells Joe and Iris that he's going to be okay. And packs up, looks around one more time at his lab for the last couple years.
Yeah.
And it's time to say goodbye and move on to the next chapter to protect everybody on the team, basically.
Yeah, and did you see that symbolism when the lightning
Yes.
struck as he was leaving?
Now, they just struck again. Just like Karma. It's like, oh. He's like, come on.
That would suck.
And then what happens?
Julian.
Yes.
He's at the hospital.
Yes.
And he hears the voice.
But not Dr. Alchemy's
No.
voice. He hears
Savitar,
and he's like,
you must serve me once again. It's been a few days.
to confirm everyone's speculation, he is Dr. Alchemy, but he is not as sinister, I guess, as we thought he was. He's just he's like a top tier acolyte,
Yeah.
basically.
A follower of a
And
god.
Yes. I am confused. At the same time, this confirms a lot of questions as to why they have that cult going on is basically to just keep him happy, the god of speed.
Yeah.
What were your favorite parts? That beginning battle was something we've never seen on the Flash.
Yeah.
At least not like that. That was something real scary.
Yes.
Because he was going in and out of like the Tron Speed Force with Barry.
Yeah.
That was terrifying.
Dude, I feel like he's in his own Speed Force, because that's like, that
Yes.
was totally different.
Yeah, that was really scary to watch. And to see Caitlyn and Cisco like help out there, it gets me pumped to want to see them work together in the future and to hire the stakes with bad guys.
Yes.
It's hype.
I did like
Seeing
that.
Cisco demonstrate his powers.
Yes. That was awesome. Seismic blast. Boom. What else? You agreed with what we said, but
Yeah, I guess I'd say the reveals of both Wally, or not really a reveal, just like him becoming a speedster on this Earth,
Hype.
and the Julian Albert. I was about to say Julian Dorn.
Yes.
Being,
I like
Dr.
that
Alchemy.
I like that he's a more tragic
Alchemy.
character though.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's very cool. And I guess I like the emotional scenes between Barry and
The team?
Cisco and what do you call
Caitlyn?
that? Yes, because it as hard as it is to say that, you don't want to see a hero like you want to see him succeed, but because Barry effed this whole thing so bad that he unleashed a god of speed, it's like somebody needed to set him straight in a way that's not like a motive. Like he got the motivational speech from Iris.
Yeah.
That's fine. But it was nice to see. Is that weird to say? It was nice to see him get yelled at for making mistakes, and for him to actually be facing consequences. And on top of that, he's got this giant ass monster.
True,
Or the
true.
god. Sorry. Easter eggs. You guys catch any?
No.
The pipeline,
Yes.
52 was the one that she was in.
Filled the quota. Nice.
Keystone was mentioned, or they're in Keystone.
Who was in Keystone? That fight at the beginning?
No, Wally's the birthplace.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wally's who's?
Yes.
They made a Frozen reference.
Really?
Yeah, Barry said let it go.
Oh.
Ah, come on now. Really?
You should have sang it.
He said, Caitlyn, let it go. Let it go. Finish it, Bears.
Nope.
I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Did you get a preview, Bears? Okay, we already know
It's
what's
the
going to happen in
same. Yeah,
previews.
it's the same.
Oh, man, we're so excited. This freaking crossover can't come soon enough. The Dominator is just... I'm intrigued to see how they introduce them onto this world, because it has to, like, make sense.
Yeah.
We really can't theorize on much because we pretty much know what's going to happen. As far as, like, what we've seen, I guess, so far. So, Supergirl, they show up. On the Flash, they battle them. And we'll have some introduction as to how they got there. Arrow is going to be... I don't know if you guys already know this, but Oliver is going to be abducted by the aliens, and he's going to have... Or he's going to have visions of a life that he wished he had. Like Laurel...
With Laurel Lance.
Yes.
Oh.
He got married.
So is that why that one scene in the preview, he has a gun?
Yeah, he's
and
on
no
a ship.
suit?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
He got abducted. Then on Legends, it's kind of like the full circle. I think we also see the reason as to how the whole entire
Yeah, there's like a...
aberration. It's an aberration that Stein caused. Not Stein, but Marty. So he didn't
Damn.
listen to himself when he warned him earlier.
And there's
messed
also
up.
like another preview where
Mhm.
it showed like aliens in like the early 90s.
So maybe
or early
Mar-
1900s.
Maybe
sorry.
Marty, since he's been on the time ship so much, like instead of focusing on the quantum stuff, maybe he focused on extraterrestrial.
Oh.
That makes sense, right? Like he switched his major, and maybe he's the reason why they slowly started to embed it in time.
Maybe.
Oh man, Marty, you idiot. Pertaining to this show though, after the crossover happens, what do you think is going to happen with Julian? And since we know that he is Dr. Alchemy now, do you think Barry's, like when they find out who he is, are we going to see him like maybe have to save Julian? Because he doesn't seem like he wants to be Dr. Alchemy. And his motives, all of that stuff makes sense now as to why he's jealous of metas and stuff, is because he has this power, but it's not like a meta. You know, he has a Philosopher's Stone, which probably that's how the power is derived into the stone. It's from Savitar.
Oh, okay.
And what Savitar said to him at the end there, he said,
Help me make my return.
yeah.
so maybe he's looking for a host body.
Yeah.
And
Maybe that's what
better-
Wally was.
Yes, maybe he was the...
And he got let out
basically.
too early, so that's why he
He
needs
got trapped
Alchemy's
by-
help so that he could capture Wally again.
Yes, and we get the bad Wally. and then we get the nasty looking
Confused?
Savitar from the cartoons. Because right now he's just like, how do you guys like the look of Savitar? I like it. It's crazy looking. It's different.
Yeah. Not what I expected.
I'm not entirely sure how to feel about it.
Here he just looks like a straight monster.
Yeah, he looks like a raw version of a Transformer.
Yeah, Megatron.
Yeah.
He looks
Just
like that.
at its rawest form without like pairing to a vehicle or of some sorts.
Superman has Doomsday. This is Barry's Doomsday.
Yeah. I didn't think of it like that. Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
So, yeah, do you think he's going to need some saving? Julian? Yeah.
I think he's gonna die.
You think he's going to die by the end of this?
That's just suck.
Yeah, he's gonna dead.
Do you think that
would be sick
Savitar will actually be successful in getting Wally?
I think yes in that part, but I also feel like Julian can be saved and he can become his other counterpart, Mr. Element.
Mr. Element.
Yeah.
Dude, that would be so sick if he became Mr. Element.
Just help out the team.
Yeah.
I don't know. Or go off on his own. But yeah, I feel like...
Tired of muggles.
Yeah.
I
feel like
just
he's going to
want
get to Wally.
A Harry Potter, or another Harry Potter reference, something more direct.
Yeah.
What else do you guys think is going to happen?
Oh, I feel like Caitlyn...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like after all the help that she gets, she won't be Killer Frost anymore.
Yes.
I feel like she could be another character. And I searched up a few ice-powered characters in DC, and another one is just Ice, or Icemaiden. And
I like Ice.
They have similar backstories and like similarities to
Yeah.
Caitlyn Frost.
She could just stay Caitlyn Snow. It's just the name Ice would be awesome for her. Either that,
because those are heroes.
Yeah. Either that or Frost.
Yeah.
Frost would be awesome. What would you guys name her if she drops the whole Killer Frost thing? Aside from those names, because Ice is awesome. But if you had to come up with a name, what would you call her?
I'd call her the Ice Age.
Do something like I guess
Snowflake.
Dainty like that. Snowflake.
Don't have time for your dainty names. Need something awesome like Ice Fortress.
I know Cisco's gonna make a Frozen reference again later on once they get on the field. I feel like that vision that he had, like when they were battling it out the last episode.
With the suits.
I think that was them training.
Maybe.
I think she'll be okay. I don't think she's gonna fully transit. Like she's gonna change. Her appearance is fully gonna change, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Because her abilities are getting stronger no matter what she does. So it's all a matter of like tapping in and out of that state of mind. So maybe, hopefully that was just what he saw, was just them like sparring, like trading so that they could help Barry out in the field.
Yeah.
In the episode after the crossover,
is that the mid-season finale?
Episode 9.
Because they usually go with that.
Let's look at it real quick.
That number.
There's an episode called The Gift coming up, and that is going to be the one with Invasion is next week, and then it's called The Gift, The Present, and that's the one where Jay Garrick comes back.
Ooh.
And that's where we're going to see the jokester.
Oh, jokester?
Wally tries to help Barry because he's being trained by HR for that one. So we'll see. And I think, what do you call it, supposed to be coming back there too, Harry and Jesse, to like check up on them or something like that. That's kind of funny because last year's episode was a trickster episode for Christmas.
Oh, shoot, yeah. Very nice.
That is nice.
Because Mark Hamill, it seems like he's always been in a Christmas episode.
Yeah.
That was with Weather Wizard. Yeah, I have absolutely no idea what else we could theorize on. Hopefully Barry is able to. He's definitely going to need help from his friends to stop Savitar, because this is not something that he could do on his own.
Yep.
Because this dude he claimed the Speed Force. He's like,
I know you running it, but I own it.
But it would be cool because Caitlyn could actually do some damage to him.
Yes.
And Vibe can disrupt him because his vibrations and everything.
Yeah.
And Wally, so that's gonna be like I wonder do you think Savitar will continue to make metas and maybe build his own team? Like he got Dr. Alchemy and then he's got the Acolytes, but maybe he could make more metas.
Maybe.
That's all we can theorize.
Yeah.
Try to think of ideas, guys.
I got nothing.
Oh, how'd you guys like what's his name?
I did enjoy what's his name.
Yeah, I couldn't even think of his name. Greg Gungberg.
Oh,
Greg
Patterson.
Grunberg. Yeah, Tom Patterson.
I liked him in Heroes.
Yeah.
Actually, I like every character he plays. It's pretty cool.
He got into this episode because he's like best friends with Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
He's like, you're gonna be a recurring character, fella.
Nice.
So yeah, he's pretty cool. I like him. He's awesome.
He's put a little weight though.
Yeah, dude. I know we talked about his look, but Savitar as a villain, you guys like him?
Yes. They just always step it up each season.
Yes. Hopefully they have like a villain that's not like I mean, there's a balance here because we have Alchemy, but I'd like to see a season where it's not a speedster and it's like someone like Gorilla Grodd for like an extended period of time, not just like one episode. And I know that's gonna cost a lot on a budget, but it'd still be awesome to see that.
Man, I'll fly out to Vancouver, wear a gorilla suit for a bunch of episodes. Try me. Give me a chance.
You heard it here. The Flash production office. Bears is offering himself to be Ultra Humanite. Get on it.
I'll settle for any gorilla, really.
Dude.
I mean, I could do it.
Yeah, but you have this sophistication to play Humanite.
Yeah, but my
Like the way
question
you
is,
talk.
would you like to have
A ball sack
on
head?
your head?
Would a ballsack head be compromising for you?
Nope. It. Let's do it.
You got away with
such
words.
Sophistication.
Yes.
Yes.
That's
I agree.
basically channel that into a ballsack headed gigantic gorilla, and that is Ultra Humanite.
Dude, you're in Canada, so I guess fly out across
Say this.
across Canada.
Say
to
this.
audition.
Say
Say what? Say what?
say I'm smarter than you, Flash, but like in a proper English accent. Not like English, like what do
Damn,
you call
you're a
that?
director
Like
now?
yeah, just a sophisticated accent.
Oh, I'm smarter than you, Flash.
There you
Oh,
go.
there you
See,
go.
that's Ultra Humanite right there. So I'll get you next time.
I'll get you next time.
Very nice.
Make it happen. He offered it.
Go
Expect the
away.
calls now, Bears. Yeah, it would be awesome. Yeah, it would be so cool to see that happen because I know at some point during the season they said we're going to see Gorilla City.
Ooh.
So when is it? I want to know. I want to know, and I want to know why.
Yeah.
And if Savitar has any role to play in that, probably not. It's probably got to be in like an off episode, but just to see it, just to see all the monkeys there and just living like humans is gonna be awesome. And it was interesting because HR said that they had lots of them on his Earth, so that's kind of funny. Remember? They're like,
Yeah.
you have giant sentient monkeys on your Earth? He's like, oh, lots. So many.
No, this is like out of like kind of out there.
Mhm.
But do you think he'll like travel back in time or forward in time anytime soon?
Barry?
Yeah.
I hope not, because that's what starts all this stuff.
Yeah, because I was about to bring up the treadmill.
Ooh.
Because I feel like that thing could be... He could travel through time with that without altering things.
Yes, but it's even so. It's his actions in the timeline.
Not true.
What he could do is he could give Kara that thing so that she can, so like the breach won't always be open.
But
She
that would
has
be
to
sick if
open
like
it.
the cosmic treadmill was like the basis timeline thing.
Yeah,
So that whatever he does, he could just go back and then
yeah,
just do it the regular way.
that'd be awesome.
I
but
don't know.
Barry just messes everything up
Yeah.
every time he touches the timeline. But like I said, it would be cool if he just used that so that it's like a safety precaution. It'll just close on its own.
Just
You know
in
what I'm
case,
saying?
yeah.
Yes. But it would be cool if he's like to Supergirl, it's like, hey, you run pretty fast, but you know, use this treadmill and then it'll be your little, because that's what he used in the comics. He just used the treadmill to open the breach.
Okay.
Here he's able to just do it with his speed. So what do you guys rate this episode? I rate this 10 icicles to the heel out of 10.
Oh, nice. I give this 10 Dark Lords out of 10.
Nice.
I'm gonna give this one a 10 frosty bass drops that makes you vibe, y'all.
Nice.
Now that being said, you guys, go leave your comments down below on what you thought about the episode and your theories on what's to come. And if you enjoyed, please leave a like.
Check out my audition tape on my channel.
Channel.
Yeah.
I don't actually have an audition tape, but I do have Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. It's a good runner-up. Check it out.
Be sure to click our social links down below, as well as our creators co.
Yes.
And don't forget to leave your hashtags. What do you guys want to hashtag?
Hashtag Killer Frost is no more. Hashtag Savitar Ragdoll Berry. Hashtag. Oh, we got to do this hashtag. I'll do that at the end, but one more
Okay.
normal hashtag before we do this one.
Kid Flash.
Okay,
Yeah,
yes.
sure.
The ultimate hashtag.
Oh, the random hashtag
Yes,
generator.
we didn't do it last night, so we're gonna do this tonight, and it has to be pertaining to this episode. So
Who's gonna start it?
we'll just take alternate. So
Okay.
which one of you two want to start it?
It doesn't matter.
Bears, you wanna?
Okay.
Oh God.
Cappuccino.
Ultra.
I don't know. Snowflake.
Cappuccino Ultra Snowflake.
Eat your heart out, Starbucks. Got some good flavor right there.
Dude, this is great. I love this. So with that being said, you guys go leave whatever hashtag you want down below. But anyone who types that, you're our favorite person. With that being said, we'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.
Cappuccino Ultra Snowflake.